Congratulations to the Knicks. I'm certain that we'll talk about this a little later on.
Oh, for sure.
Where would you guys like to begin?
We can start with the Met Gala if you want. I see you were in your fashionista bag last night.
You know I was going to be in my fashionista bag.
Your story,
I felt bad for you because I was like, I wish Sade was here because that was like my favorite shit in the world is sitting around with my girl, who's the nicest human being I think I've ever met in my life, and just shitting on people for 3 straight hours. Even though a lot of people were super fly, but the people that weren't, they were getting it.
Yeah, I have to say, man. Well, actually, I won't start. Did anybody else see some of the outfits? Some of the red carpet?
We saw some of the outfits, yes.
79% of white people looked a mess.
It seemed like they didn't really get what the theme was. They thought that...
What was the theme?
The theme was super fine.
Dandyism.
But the theme, it was called...
Black, tailored, fly shit.
Yeah.
An ode to suits and ties and just...
And tailorism.
Got you. Black... The fly shit.
Yeah. So I think that when they heard super fine, black tailoring,
they thought black.
They thought,
the
wear
stitching
black.
itself should be black.
And it's like, that's not what they meant.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
79% of white people looked an absolute mess.
Agreed.
Last
some
night.
of the ones that looked the worst?
So, first, it was co-chaired. It had 4 co-chairs. It was A$AP Rocky, Lewis Hamilton, Coleman Domingo, and Pharrell. Okay. And all 4 of them looked incredible in all their various different ways. Like Coleman Domingo's first outfit was like a nod to
Lewis Hamilton shit was fire.
It was.
But we're not going to talk about people that we thought didn't nail it.
Let's absolutely shit on people.
We got to
1,000%. We'll shit on people.
What?
Pharrell didn't nail it. Pharrell didn't nail it.
I didn't like the people that Pharrell dressed. Like Doechii, I love Doechii. I didn't like the way.
I thought Louis had an amazing night, so I'm not shitting on them. I'm just talking about Pharrell specifically. With the 10,000 pearl, 20,000 pearl blazer, super fly. I just don't think it did what it needed to do in pictures. It was very calm in pictures, and I just...
Oh, I'm looking at it now. Yeah,
yeah.
I like it, but
I like it too.
Maybe that was his
Actually,
look. I like it. Actually, I like it.
The thing is, I think that it translated. It probably translated a lot better in person. Like he's like the creative ambassador for Louis Vuitton. So Zendaya, who was one of the best dressed on that carpet.
Oh, I disagree.
What?
She's usually way better dressed than she was last night.
But she that was literally the theme. That was it. She had like a Louis Vuitton tailored zoot suit. That shit was fucking incredible.
But there's a difference, I think, between nailing the theme and looking like spectacular. And she looked great. Like she always looks great. But
I guess agree to disagree. I thought she looked spectacular.
Well, I thought she nailed the theme and looked spectacular. Zendaya.
Yes. Diana Ross is another one that shut down the carpet. The massive train, and it had the names of her children and grandchildren embroidered on it. Rihanna, of course, shut down the carpet, soft launching baby number 3.
Congratulations.
In a Marc Jacobs outfit, and just she killed it as well.
Marc Jacobs had a good night. I mean, Marc Jacobs had a real good night too.
He really did.
What'd you think of Coleman Domingo?
He wore several though.
Okay.
So the first one was a nod to Andre Leon Talley, the big, the electric blue,
the purple blue, whatever color that was, the shawl, the long with
the ornate.
And I want to say that was Valentino.
Oh,
I believe
the first look was Valentino.
Yes.
Okay.
And that second look, you didn't ask me. He killed both those looks.
The second look was Valentino too. The gray. You talking about the gray with the jacket?
Yes,
I thought that was the flyest shit.
The black and white shit.
Yes, that was absolutely fire.
That was Valentino. That shit looked crazy.
I think that everybody that did the 2 look thing crushed. Domingo, Damson Idris when he came out in the race car shit, and under it he had on
the shit underneath it was. At first I was like, "What is this bullshit?" And then once he took the shit off, that suit underneath,
it was fire.
Damn, no, I got to find out who that was.
Tessa Thompson was another actress that really killed it.
She looked great.
She looked incredible, and I really liked Doechie's outfit. Cardi,
I didn't care for that.
Cardi
was fire.
Yes,
Kerry Washington, I like.
I love Kerry Washington.
Janelle Monáe, but she, it's
Usher's shit was super simple, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Who was Usher wearing?
Ralph Lauren, which is probably.
I thought Burberry had one of the best nights. I'm not gonna let y'all just smooth over Cardi like that. That was a Burberry look.
Amazing.
Cardi looked incredible.
She did.
If I'm not mistaken, her manicure took like 2 fucking days.
God damn.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's at least 6 figures per outfit. Like, that's just the whole production for each person that goes there.
Easily.
You know?
Jodie Turner-Smith was my look of the night. She was Burberry also.
She looked great.
Was that the red? Was that the
burgundy
red?
shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jodie Turner-Smith and Tiana Taylor.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Tiana. I also that's what we were watching was the Vogue stream, which was Tiana and I can't remember the SNL actress's name and Lala, and it was great.
Yeah.
Tiana Taylor is a fucking
Tiana Taylor was
natural at this shit.
She is.
Yeah.
She was dressed by Ruth Carter. Exactly. Who's like an Oscar-winning costume designer. Exactly. Like from Black Panther and a myriad of other films. But Tiana Taylor, I loved the outfit.
Tiana Taylor probably has to get outfit of the night for me because of the duality, right? Like with the theme being fly men suit tailoring and all that. She did that to a T. But the heel was feminine. I want to say that was Marc Jacobs. The do-rag under the hat, the layers, the texture. She absolutely smoked it. I expected nothing less from Tiana Taylor.
And again, great hosting.
Big Harlem.
Great hosting.
Big Harlem.
Big T.
Who else? I want to talk about Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton was in Wells Bonner. That look, that clean aesthetic, that hat. Oh my God.
Yeah, Parks, your boy, Bad Bunny. He looked
he went crazy.
He smoked.
Incredible.
He smoked.
He went crazy. That hat.
Yeah.
I want to say that he was Prada.
Yes, it was Prada, I believe.
I want to say that was Prada. Bad Bunny looked amazing. That custom hat that they put on him,
which was like a traditional Puerto Rican hat thing.
Joe Budden has always had a unique relationship with fashion, one that's as bold and unpredictable as his takes on the mic. From the early 2000s during his Pump It Up era to his current role as a cultural commentator and podcast powerhouse, Joe has consistently used fashion as a form of self-expression. And whether he's rocking luxury brands or mixing pieces that most people wouldn't dare to pair together, one thing's for sure, Joe Budden dresses for himself, not the internet. But that hasn't stopped the internet from speaking loudly. Over the years, Joe has become something of a fashion meme. Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, fans are quick to roast him every time he steps out in something unusual. Remember the oversized, knee-high boots that had everyone comparing him to a Final Fantasy character? Or that wild leather poncho situation that had people questioning whether he was headed to a photo shoot or a medieval fair? Joe's fits have sparked debates, jokes, and endless screenshot reactions. Still, Joe leans into it. He's fully aware that his style isn't for everyone, and instead of shrinking from the criticism, he doubles down. He jokes about it on his podcast, claps back with humor, and even posts the memes himself sometimes. That self-awareness is what keeps his fashion choices interesting. It's not just about clothes, it's about personality. And that's the thing, Joe Budden's style is raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic, just like his voice. He might not be on GQ's best dressed list anytime soon, but in a world full of copy-paste fashion, Joe's willingness to go against the grain is what makes him stand out. Love it or hate it, at least he's not boring. And if you're not getting clowned a little, are you even taking risks?